Okay, what you're looking at here is how many times or how many plays teams had pass plays over 25 yards. You can see the names Cincinnati, Green Bay, I mean, all teams that we saw winning in the playoffs. And you go down here, and there are the Lions at 28. We had 20 plays over 25 yards, pass plays over 25 yards. So that is why we went out and got Jameson Williams. We have not had that explosive player since Kelvin Johnson, and it's really hurting us because it's pretty clear what the formula is in football. Defensively, you have to get after the passer with four. You have to have guys that can get after the passer like Aaron Donald, or they're interior guys, or they're edge rushers. Then when it comes to offensively, you need to be able to pass. It's a passing league. You got to be able to get open, get deep, make explosive plays because you just don't get that in the running game anymore. The thought of handing a ball to somebody, unless you're Barry Sanders, it's going to be very difficult because you have to, here you go, here's the ball, and you have to make an explosive play through all of your players and then get through to 11 defenders. Where offensively, it'd be so nice if you could win a one-on-one matchup, Jameson Williams down the edge, over defenders, over the one defender, or maybe another safety. And that's how you get the chunk plays. So I believe that Jameson Williams is so important for the Detroit Lions. And that's why Brad Holmes went up and got him, because we have got to have a big explosive player. The days of just going down the field, and we saw this last year, and it's painful. 3 yards, 5 yards. I mean, your margin for error there is so small. You make one mistake, now it's 2nd and 10. And it's like, well, how are we going to do this? Because we only get 3 or 4 yards of play, and we could run the ball good, but it's just like, man, that is supposed to running is supposed to complement your big plays, set up the big plays. You want the big play passing. And we didn't have any wide receivers last year. So we go out, make it a priority to get Chark. St. Brown's coming on, and now Jameson Williams. So we've been hearing a lot about Jameson Williams' speed, and I did a little more dig. I dug deeper on that, and here's what I found. He had a GPS speed, and the Lions are really big on this. So let's look at his GPS speed. He was clocked in college of doing 23 miles an hour. So the people at Alabama are like, we've not seen this. This is crazy. And so when I dug deeper on that, what I found was Tyreek Hill is 23, and he was clocked at the fastest that anybody's been clocked. It was during a kick return, in 2018, I believe. But anyway, it is Tyreek Hill. There's nobody really even close to Tyreek Hill. And so what we're saying is Jameson Williams is right up there immediately with Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill, time after time after time, big play, big play. He's a big play threat. It opens up Kelsey underneath. I mean, there's so many things that happens when you have that big play receiver that can go deep. So the Lions are looking at this like, hey, we can have Jameson Williams go deep. He's a guy that you need to pay attention to. We have Chark. He can go deep. You got to pay attention to him. Underneath, we have St. Brown, and now we have Hawkinson. Oh, by the way, we've got a great offensive line. We've got a full running back room that's deep, can do a lot of different things because again, running backs, I, unless you've got the great one or two running backs in this league, which I don't even know who those are anymore because it's so hard. It's hard to stay healthy. Jonathan Taylor with the Colts, but you could see they needed a quarterback at the end. They needed passing game at the end. They didn't have it. So we don't have that elite running back, and that's fine. We want a good, deep running back room. We want to be able to make plays when we can from the running back position, but we're so focused on making big plays and making life easier for us, Jared Goff especially, and the defense by having big explosive plays. So Jameson Williams does that, and I believe that he is the key to the rebuild for the Lions. He is going to expedite this and make it happen or not, and I think he changes everything offensively and in turn changes everything for the team because offensively, if we're playing well, able to flip field position, able to get a big play here and there, able to open up the offense, it's huge for our offense, huge for our defense. Last year, we went 3-and-out, seemed like all the time. Defensively, we're not good, so we're putting our defense in a tough position. That forced then Dan Campbell to go for it in weird spots. And it's like, I like the aggressiveness, but man, maybe not that much. But it's like, but I don't blame you because we're just going to punt it. And we're just, it's like, we're just going to punt it anyway. Might as well go for it. So we just were almost like we weren't a real football team last year to a degree because we had no wide receivers. Jared Goff can't find anybody. St. Brown finally emerged at the end of the year. Defensively, we're not doing well. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we've settled things down. Our offense has the ability to be a big play offense. We've got a good offensive line. Defensively, hey, can we develop these guys? I don't know. Defensive line, we got a lot of young players, got a lot of new players, guys coming back from injury. All over the defensive side is a huge question mark. But what we've started to do is say, you got to get to the passer with 4, and you've got to throw the ball deep. You've got to throw, not even deep with Jameson Williams. He can take a slant for 30 yards. I mean, that's the stuff that you just cannot go down the field time and time again, game after game for 17 games with Jared Goff, your quarterback, just trying to chug along. It just doesn't work. So I believe that Jameson Williams is going to be the huge key part to this. And that is why Brad Holmes was so aggressive in getting him. So let me know in the comments, who do you think turns this thing around? Like the big, I mean, I think Hutchins is going to be great, but I don't think it's like, oh man, since we got Hutchinson, it's like, now since we got Jameson Williams and when he's been healthy, we've been able to do so many things offensively that have made our lives easier. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Craig and I put videos out about the Lions and the Pistons. If you're subscribed, just means you get our latest videos, and we will see all of you on the next one.